Welcome to Wisdom Trek with Gramps. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, and we are on day 2365 of our trek. The purpose of Wisdom Trek is to create a legacy of wisdom, to seek out discernment and insights, and to boldly grow where few have chosen to grow before. In today's Wisdom Nugget, I'll guide you through the vast landscapes of biblical wisdom. Today we're diving into Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 1 through 6 from the New Living Translation, where Solomon shares some profound insights on the vanity of life under the sun. So let's jump right in. Again I observed all the oppression that takes place under the sun. I saw the tears of the oppressed, with no one to comfort them. The oppressors have great power, and their victims are helpless. So I concluded that the dead are better off than the living, but most fortunate are those who are not yet born, for they have not seen all the evil that is done under the sun. Solomon begins by painting a vivid picture of the oppression that he witnessed under the sun. He saw the tears of the oppressed and no one to comfort them. The oppressors held great power, leaving their victims utterly helpless, and he describes it as a bleak and stark reality. Faced with this harsh reality, Solomon comes to a startling conclusion. He believes that the dead are actually better off than the living. In death, they are free from their oppression and the suffering that have plagued the living. But Solomon doesn't stop there. He goes a step further, declaring that the most fortunate are those who are not yet born. Why? Because they have not yet seen evil that is done under the sun. They are spared from experiencing the pain and suffering of this world. Let's continue on with verses 4 through 6. They observe that most people are motivated to success because they envy their neighbors. But this too is meaningless, like chasing the wind. Fools fold their idle hands, leading to ruin. And yet, better to have one handful with quietness, but two handfuls with hard work and chasing the wind. We see the motivation of envy here. Solomon's observation doesn't stop with the oppression that he sees, but he also sees that many people are driven by envy. They're motivated to succeed because they envy what their neighbors have. But Solomon sees this pursuit as futile, as meaningless as chasing the wind. But there's also folly and idleness, because on the flip side, Solomon also observes the folliness of idleness. He says that fools fold their idle hands, which leads them to ruin. There's a danger in laziness and inactivity. In contrast, Solomon advocates for contentment. He says that it is better to have one handful with quietness than two handfuls with hard work and constant pursuit for more. What are the key takeaways for today's passage? As we reflect on Solomon's words, these are the key takeaways that we can glean. First is recognition of oppression. Solomon doesn't shy away from acknowledging the oppression and suffering that does exist in the world. Second is vanity of envy. He warns against being motivated by envy, recognizing a futile pursuit. Third is the danger of idleness. Solomon also highlights the dangers of laziness and idleness, which can lead to ruin. The fourth is the value of contentment. Finally, he extols the value of contentment, urging us to find satisfaction in what we have rather than constantly chasing for more. So as we navigate through this journey of life, let's heed Solomon's wisdom. Let's seek to live lives of contentment, free from the bondage of envy and the folly of idleness. And let's remember the true wealth is found in not abundance of possession, but in the heart that is satisfied with what it has. Join me next time as we continue our trek through the book of Ecclesiastes. Until then, remember to live life to the fullest, follow God's wisdom, and positively impact the world around you. And if you found this podcast insightful, please subscribe and leave us a review. Then encourage your friends and family to join us and come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. And thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, and most importantly, I am your friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal. As we take this trek of life together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. I am Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and create a great day every day. See you next time for more daily wisdom.